Well, let me tell you a story about a pair of brothers, Andy and Dustin. They're like no others. They hit the road, traveling land, testing out food. Ain't that grand? From fast food joints to local dives, they're on a mission, taking crazy drives. They'll sample it all, junk food galore. But the question remains, what's worth fighting for? Southern Dn'A, showing down Southern Dn'A, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied. Let me tell you a story about a pair of brothers, Andy and Dustin. They're like no others. They hit the road, traveling land, testing out food. Ain't that grand? From fast food joints to local dives, they're on a mission, taking crazy drives. They'll sample it all, junk food galore. But the question remains, what's worth fighting for? Southern Dn'A, they're chowing down Southern Dn'A, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied. Southern Dn'A, chowing down Southern Dn'A, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied. Southern Dn'A, chowing down Southern Dn'A, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied. The flavors that'll make you satisfied. Southern Dn'A, chowing down Southern Dn'A, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied.
Well, welcome to a Friday live stream. As you know, I'm your host, Dustin from Southern Dn'A, and we're going to be hanging out with you a little bit. When I say we, me and the Dixie Belle is here. We'll be hanging out with you a little bit today. Hanging, playing some Flight Simulator. Hopefully I got the controls fixed on it. Probably not, but we'll try it out again today like we did the last few weeks and see how it goes. Sometimes it goes good, sometimes it goes bad. Usually when I'm doing the Flight Simulator, on at least the newer Flight Simulator, it's gone bad every single time. I don't think they improved the game at all, but it is what it is. Got a pretty busy day today, so I will be keeping my live stream strictly to an hour today because I've got things I got to get done and get ready for this evening and this weekend. Tomorrow, as most of y'all know, it is our end of the month live stream. So me and Andy will be here in studio, streaming live, trying out some items for you, hanging out, answering any questions, chilling with you guys like we usually do at the end of the month live stream. That most likely will go on around, I hate to even, usually we like to do it around 2. I can't confirm that just yet. I got to talk to him still and see if that's when he wants to do it. That's when we usually do, is around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we come live to you for our end of the month live streams. But we'll see. We're still working that one out. Both of us are pretty busy. Have been last few weeks, and I see Lefty already comment. Let's get it, Lefty. Did the Abingdon video last weekend for you, and went back and watched Andy's and didn't realize that he did hit up some of the same spots. But I went into a little bit more detail about the places in general and added another location in that. Honestly, I didn't even know about until after I did the Abingdon video and done a little investigating. It was a little bit hard to get footage of that place because every time I went, the place was packed. So I attempted 3 times to get 2 or 3, 3 times to get footage of that place, and at least 2, if not 3. And every time I went there, it was packed. So I did not get a chance to get actual good footage of the place. But hopefully, I gave you an idea and a little bit of a glimpse. I used another guy's short footage for it. Just I did give him credit because it's his content. But and check him out. His content. It was listed on the video. He does stuff in this area also, at least in the Appalachian Mountain Range content. So check him out. Definitely credit to him for that video. And we got we're closing in the end of the month or end of the year. I cannot believe that it's already getting to be. I mean, it's fall pretty much. No problem. Hopefully you enjoyed that little video if you watched it. But I can't believe it's already getting to the end of the year. Fall is pretty much here. The leaves outside. Let's see if I got an outside look here. I don't know if y'all can tell on the outside look, but it is starting to turn. The leaves are starting to turn. You can see a little bit of orange, a little bit of yellow in the trees right now. So if you are familiar with this area, at least where I'm at in the Tennessee side, on the Bristol, Tennessee side, leaves don't turn as fast as they do on the Virginia side for some reason. I don't know if it's because it's just a colder climate, but when I went to Abingdon, the leaves were already starting to be nice and colorful there. And I expect within probably next weekend or weekend after next, probably will be the perfect time for your outdoor viewing in the Appalachian Mountain Range, the Blue Ridge Mountains. Would be your opportune time to go out and experience nature and see the beauties that God has provided us for this time. I mean, I think this is going to be one of the prettiest years for fall, just because we've had so much rain and the leaves are really starting to look really nice, and they're hanging on for a while too, so that's good. I think it's going to be a really pretty fall. And I can't believe it's already here. I mean, before I know it, we're going to blink our eyes and it's going to be Christmas time. I mean, stores are already getting stuff ready for Christmas, which is crazy to me. Like, I went to the local dollar store, the Dollar General, as Matt Mitchell calls it, or Dollar General in the real name. And it seemed like the one week I went in, they were stocking Halloween stuff. The very next week I went in there, they already had their Christmas decorations come out also. We went to Walmart last weekend and they were already putting their Christmas decorations out at Walmart. So it's here pretty much, the season where people start shopping, buying stuff. I'm going to have to really crack down on my eating because it's one of my favorite time of the year because of all the delicious foods that go along with the holidays. Thanksgiving is one of my favorites because of all the stuffing, the turkey, and the pumpkin pie, which we've already dabbled a little bit. Me and my wife we saw one and was like, you know what, we're in the mood for pumpkin pie. So we already, had gotten some pumpkin pie, which I'm going to tell you right now, Walmart's pumpkin pie is not good. If you are in this area, I suggest Food City's pumpkin pie, way better. So we dabbled a little bit into the pumpkin pie already, but I'm looking forward to the food this Thanksgiving, Christmas time food. It's pretty much time for starting to make chili and stuff like that. So this is a good time. I've been making Chex Mix, which if you're on my TikTok feed, I did a little Chex Mix making video there, real short. Enjoyable for you to watch, so you can check that out on how to make Chex Mix. and it was good. It was delicious. I've had it twice now, and it did not disappoint either time. I remember growing up, Dad made Chex Mix, and his still is way better than mine. I don't know what he did differently, but he always made really good Chex Mix, and I've attempted to make it the same way he did back in the day, because I don't know how long it's been since he's made it, but it just never turns out the way Dad always made Chex Mix. So I've attempted it a few times. It's good though. Good. I love a homemade Chex Mix over store bought any day. It hits way better. You can adjust your flavors and stuff, which makes it better too. Because let's face it, I like the more seasoned foods, so I like to kick it up. The one I put on TikTok is your standard seasoning, but the last batch I made, I kicked it up a notch. As who used to say that? Let's kick it up a notch. I can't remember who it was, but anyways, yeah. Added some extra butter, added extra. I'm not even gonna say it because it's Worcestershire sauce. It's kind of hard to say, um, and all kinds of extra seasoning stuff. And it was just it was better, but still not as good as Dad's. I got to figure out how he does his. Still not sure. Football season's in full swing. Um, Tennessee, as always, has they've got me on extra blood pressure medicine. It's just I knew it was going to be one of those years, anyways. For football, for Tennessee football, doesn't disappoint as usual. That we have to get on extra blood pressure medicine, but I knew it was going to be a little bit of a rough year. Just a simple fact that we have a brand new quarterback to us, and our defense is still garbage as usual. I really think they just need to get rid of Tim Banks. He's just not the defensive coordinator for us, and has proven that over the last few seasons. So people argue he's been good, but we've had a pretty. I don't see it. The past few games has proven that our defenses performed under what they should be performing at the level that we play. And I do solely blame him because I don't think he's preparing the guys to play at this level. I really don't. People were just not in the right positions to get set up on the ball. Past few weeks has just been horrendous, and we need a better defense coordinator to get us set up properly. So, but yeah, that's what's been going on in my neck of the woods, as old Johnny, what was it, Johnny Wood used to say. Well, it wasn't Johnny Wood. Johnny Wood used to say, no, it was it? Oh man, I used to remember Kid. I can't remember if it was. No, who was it used to say in your neck of the woods? Oh, I'm blanking now. Al Roker? I think it was Al Roker used to say in your neck of the woods. I'm thinking about Johnny Wood as just, showcasing all the school closings and things. And I always get them two mixed up sometimes just because in childhood nostalgia that really throws back to the watching, which, not having kids, but being a youth pastor, I knew this, but it just blows my mind because when I was a kid, we'd wake up and we would have to watch the TV to see if schools were closed. Snow in Damascus where I grew up. It would snow pretty decently most years, and we would have to wake up, watch the little scroller at the bottom of the TV to see if your school was on a 2-hour delay or closed that day. Now they get a text message before they even have to do anything. They don't get that enjoyment of having to wake up early and check to see if your school's out and going back to sleep and getting some extra rest. They don't even have to wake up. Their parents get a text message. Oh, by the way, your kid's not going to go to school today, or they're on a 2-hour delay. And I feel like that just kills the fun of it. That was some good memories back in the day. And then you also, I'd have to be like, well, I'm pretty sure I saw that we were on a 2-hour delay. And then your parents would be like, oh, yeah, okay, whatever. And they find out you were 2 hours late. Never do that before? But in Damascus was interesting anyways because it's part of Washington County, Virginia. And So was White Top and Connerock, which is up on the mountain. So even if we got like a little bit of a dusting, sometimes they would, you know, have them on a 2 hour delay or out the whole day because they got quite a bit of snow up there, which was a little bit crazy. But you got to think Washington County, Virginia is kind of bigger size because it holds Bristol, Virginia, Abingdon, Virginia, Mary. I think it goes all the way up to Chilhowie, maybe Marion. I'm not sure if it goes that far out to Marion and Damascus, White Top, Connerock, all the way up to the Tennessee state line. So we have an app for our kindergarten. Our daughter got a notification from the app today that one of the kids was diagnosed with pinworm. Oh my gosh. Yeah, different times. Different times indeed. I don't think, I'm going to tell you right now, if a kid had some kind of like pinworm or ringworm or, you know, the flu or something, parents wouldn't know anything about it because, I mean, and I went to a very small school too, mind you. I graduated in my graduation class. We had less than 80 people graduate. So we were a very small school, and the teachers knew every parent and pretty much the vice versa. It was small town, you know, but even at that, yeah, none of that stuff was kind of going on as far as like notifying the parents and stuff. But we did live in a different time. We lived in a time where if there was a tornado drill, they told us to hunker down in the halls where the lockers were and hopefully don't get crushed by a locker if a tornado hits you, which tornadoes never did hit us well, at least while I was growing up in Damascus. I don't think a tornado's ever hit Damascus in general. The closest I ever got was in Glade Springs, Virginia. There was a tornado hit in 2000, I want to say 11 or 12. A tornado hit in Glade Springs, ripped a bunch of trees up and caused some damage on homes. But none ever hit in Damascus, which, you know, we're in a little bit of a valley there, a little bit more protection than most places. But we always had those tornado drills where they put us in the hallway up against the lockers and head between our knees, pretty much. And we always joked about it. We were just kissing our hind ends goodbye if a tornado ever came through. Well, yeah, tornado drills a little bit different here. Well, I mean, I would imagine, you know, in some states they did tornado drills a lot more. But we, you know, we did them on occasion. Most of our drills were fire drills at best. But we had a few tornado drills. Our biggest disaster we ever had, really, and it didn't even affect our high school or our middle school. And in fact, I don't even think it affected our elementary school, but because we were in a valley, we had some major flooding. I mean, not just a year ago. Yeah, a year ago, almost a couple days ago, I think a year ago of like last couple days, they had that major flood. It hit this region that done so much damage in North Carolina, East Tennessee, Southwest Virginia. Because I think it was Helene came up here and that hurricane hit and it was really bad. All the water runoff off the mountains and stuff caused a lot of flooding. We had flooding when I was a kid, multiple times, and it got pretty bad. Not as bad as it did last year in Damascus, but we did get some floods where even as a new driver, I remember having to drive through water just to get back home. Yeah, it wasn't like extremely high, don't get me wrong, but it was enough where it was coming up to the bottom of my door on my Mustang I had at the time. And yeah, so we had some flooding and stuff, but that was the major thing. But what kind of drill do you do for flooding? I mean, and plus the high school was on a hill. It wasn't ever going to get flooding. So was the middle school and the elementary school was on a kind of a runoff hill. So, I mean, all the water rushed off into the field if it ever rained. So it wasn't going to affect any of those schools. So I don't even know if there would be a drill for that or not. Just a life raft if available for some places in a major flooding zone. But yeah, we had the tornado drills. We had the fire drills. Seems like there was another drill we had to do at one time, and I can't remember what it was. But now schools have all kinds of different drills. They got to go with all kinds of craziness that's happening in this world, in this day and age that we're living in. It's causing all kinds of more drills that the kids that should never have to go through are going through right now. And won't get too much into that on this live stream, but it does all come into a full circle with what happened just a few weeks ago. And it's caused me to drive deeper into, we all have to make, kind of work, because I know for a lot of people in different countries, they don't see it as closely as we do over here. But we're in an interesting time in America, and it's making a lot of people make sure they have to choose a side. And I stand on the side of the cross, and that's the side I stand on. So that's where I'm going to be. So, and because of that, I'm announcing today that next, I'm going to do it on Monday or Tuesday. Next Monday or Tuesday, I will be doing a Bible study at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can come and join me for a lunchtime Bible study. You can hang out, listen to a scripture or two, and dive into it a little bit. Being a pastor or an ordained pastor, minister, whatever you want to call me. I'm not really a pastor of a church right now, but a pastor at one time, definitely ordained minister. We're going to dive into some of the theological aspects, because that does make up who I am, and it is in my Southern Dn'A lifestyle. And speaking of which, if y'all are the people that are hanging out today, if y'all are not new, then you get, I do this once and one time only. And once we get through it, only takes about a minute, but once we get through it, I don't want to do it again. So if you want to support me in general, that's just me, myself. There's a link in the description to Blackout Coffee Company, the very best coffee that you're going to find anywhere. I'm telling you right now, the very best. It's brewed right here in the States, in the good old state of Florida, where they brew the coffee. They ship the coffee right there. They have full beans. They have K-Cups. They have it all. My favorite is the Jamaica Me Crazy. That's right. That was my favorite. My go-to. I drink it every single morning without a beat. But the Blueberry Crumble's pretty good. Right now, we also have tried, or I had it last year, but we're doing the Pumpkin Spice also. Really good. And they also have the Christmas stuff already out. The candy cane, the eggnog, all that stuff's already out for Christmas, for your peppermint mochas. All that stuff is out, ready to go. Winter Wonderland. See, look at that. All the Christmas stuff's already out, ready to go for your Christmas delight drinking, for your blackout coffee. They also have your teas. They have cocoa. They have instant coffee. They have the pre-made cold coffee. They have it all. They have everything that you can possibly want and more, plus gear, anything. Click in the link, go to get you some coffee, and then check out, type in SDNA20, and you'll get 20% off your order today. If you want to support the channel, that's me and Andy all together. The best way you can do it is to go to get some merch. Links in the description for that also. We got a brand new shirt just launched. That's right. It's Jesus, the truth, the way, the life. And on the back of it says, it's in our Southern DNA. Comes in multiple different colors, and you can get that along with other merch. We got some funny saying shirts. We got some just logo branded shirts, American style Tennessee stuff. We got onesies. We got the hat that I wear constantly. All on here. Christmas stuff is all out, ready to go for your Christmas shopping, with my beautiful face right there on the shirt, alongside Andy's somewhat okay face right there next to us. So if you want to buy some merch, get it from us. Go check it out. We also have a Discord. You can join us in the Discord, hang out with us over there also. And we're also on TikTok and Rumble for some of y'all that are watching it right here on Rumble. All right, see, boom, done, over with. A little bit out of breath now. Took me a little bit to try to get all that out. I'm not really good on sell. I'm not a salesman, I guess you can say. But I've said it so many times, you think I'd be good at it. So, and if you don't know what Rumble is, for all those that are out there, Rumble is the fastest growing app that's out there right now. It's where free speech doesn't die. That's right. That's where I'm streaming from. Rumble. Rumble is the number one app that's being downloaded on all your mobile devices in the App Store over YouTube. It is growing faster and faster and faster, and you can find all your favorite content creators over there. They're streaming just as much as they are on YouTube, and why don't you check it out? Give it a try. See if you like Rumble. Rumble is by far my favorite app to go to. I can get all the best content. I'm trying to grow it, so you can see right here. I mean, I don't have as many subscribers per YouTube that I do Rumble. I'm trying to grow the Rumble side, but I'm going to tell you right now, this is the difference in Rumble and YouTube. You see that number right there? It says 2,378 from YouTube. You see that Rumble 24? When I send a video out, Rumble showcases it to every single one of my subscribers. And I get at least that many people watch a video. YouTube doesn't notify anybody that I have a video out. And I may get the exact same people that has watched the video as I do on Rumble. So that's the major difference between the two. They actually put your content out there and let people actually see it so they can decide for themselves if they want to watch your content or not, instead of YouTube where they pick and choose on who gets to be put out there. And that's why I support them, because they support small creators like me. So, and they also have some big creators on there. Don't get me wrong. All your big time creators are over there also. All right. But yeah, I'm excited. Just can't believe that the year's almost over. I'm going to be putting a Christmas tree up before too long. That's how, or a couple Christmas trees, to be honest with you, because we always have one here in the man cave or the studio. And then I've got one, my wife puts one up in the living room, and she decorates hers in her fashion, and I get to put whatever I want to. I get notified. You do have to opt. See, that's the thing. You have to opt in to that, though. It's not default, which is crazy. You think when you subscribe to a channel, you would get notified that your content creator that you subscribe to is going live. Not the case with YouTube. Unlike Rumble, you hit the subscribe button on Rumble or follow whatever they got on there, and they notify you whenever we go live. And in fact, I think even on Facebook right now that I'm even doing better on Facebook on our page over there, which has very little followers comparatively to either or to YouTube, and I still do better on Facebook and Rumble than I do on YouTube. Crazy that it's like that. Makes a lot of us wonder if we are like some kind of band in the background, because I know there's content creators because there is like at one time you had to subscribe and you get notified, and then they said, okay, you have to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified, and then they said, well, no, now you got to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and then opt in to get notified of your, which how many times do you got to go through it to you realize that, hey, I want to be notified when this person puts out a video or something. And then there's like content creators that I subscribe to because they make some pretty decent, but I don't watch them every single week, and I'll get notified every single week that they upload a video, to the point where I'm just like, okay, your content's okay, unsubscribe, which they're pushing their stuff, but they won't push, which makes a lot of people wonder, are we, in the background, some kind of configured ghost band or something, like, I don't know. Well, I don't know why they would come after a content creator with such a small subscriber base, but we do lean a certain, conservative lifestyle. So I guess that would probably be a good reason. Facebook, which you would think would be even worse about it. They push our stuff out pretty decently. So I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, what I was saying is the Christmas tree. Yeah, I put a Christmas tree up here in my man cave / studio, and I decorate it any way I want to. I get to put everything on the tree that I like and reflects me and the room in general, which I still need to finish setting this up as a studio, but we'll get there little by little. got that new iPhone and everything. I've been testing it out. It's been fun testing that sucker out with the video. I'm gonna tell you right now, the video and picture aspect's not too bad. Um, so I've been, money's been a little bit on the tighter side this month. So next month, maybe, or a month after, I can paint this wall behind me a different color so it looks a little bit better on screen. Doesn't look as bad. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll get there. We'll get there. Dixie is completely out today. She's being antisocial. Hey, you gonna wake up sometime this year and look at her? She's passed out. She don't even have a care in the world today. Getting comfortable again. But yeah, so why don't we jump on this game here and see if we can, get these aircraft to fly right. Can't promise they will, but we'll try. Get that pulled up. Pull that up. And then pull this up. All right, let's transition to this. Pull this back up. All right. We'll make sure my live chat's up. All right, let's pull the old joystick over here. We're going to try to do some flying today. See how bad it is this time. Hopefully, we can get the controls set up, unlike the last few times where they just have not operated like they're supposed to. Like, none of my buttons are set up properly. Even the brakes and stuff, they just don't set up. I don't know what it is. Where's my mouse at? Is it stuck? Did it freeze up? Possibly froze up. Oh, here we go. All right. Let's see here. We'll fly out of local airport to Bristol. We'll go to Tri-Cities, which should be about right here. Set departure. We're not going to fly the Super Hornet, although they are fun to fly. Last week I flew this Grand Caravan. Still have no idea because it's a it's like a parachuting thing or something. Still have no idea if you can send people out of those things. So I'm not going to be flying that thing. It was a little weird having random people in the aircraft for no reason. But it was interesting to try it out. Could probably go with... There's quite a few different aircraft. You can go with the King Air 350. It's a good aircraft. All right, where are we flying to? We've flown to Charlotte a few times. I don't want to fly too far because I only got 30 minutes to fly. Go to Nashville. That should be a pretty decent flight. All right, let's go. Hopefully it won't take too long to get there. Hopefully it won't. We'll see. My headset on so I can hear.
Craft Alpha, Sierra X-Ray Golf, Sierra Kilo. Departure to the north at runway 5.
Beechcraft Alpha, Sierra X-Ray Golf, Sierra Kilo. Altimeter 2909er tree departure to the north approved. Cleared for
All right.
takeoff, runway 5.
I think we're
Cleared for takeoff, runway 5.
ready to fly.
Sierra Kilo.
Oh, wow, this is... Where's the instruments at? Oh, I was going to say, where's everything at? There's nothing in here. Okay. Parking brake should be down here. Take that off. Flaps should be somewhere. Oh, here they are. I still didn't set my flaps up right. Looks like we're rolling. Well, we'll go ahead and let's pull it up then. Whoa. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's happening right now. What I'm talking about. This game makes no sense. I have no idea what's... I can't even control the... It's just turning for no reason. This game is so messed up. I'm telling you. I can't even see what's happening. Why is it doing this? It's still... It's... Is it connected to my throttle for some reason? What the... Well, we're somewhere out into left field here. Alright, we're going to start this over because that was... I have no idea what happened. I have no idea what just happened there. That's what I'm talking about. This game makes no sense. Alright. I'm gonna... Alright. Checking throttle to see if it does that. It didn't do it this time. See if we can get up in the air without it doing some weird exorcist type of maneuvers like it just did. Okay. Now, all engines just cut. Why did my throttle just cut off? Alright. Restart again. I don't understand what's happening with this game. I don't. I really don't.
Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Kilo. Ready for north departure.
Checking to see if there's like something I hit or something. But honestly, I have no idea. Alright, let's... Third time's a charm, maybe? Honestly, I have no idea what's going on. Alright, we got positive rate of climb. Flaps still don't work. Okay.
Tower, Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Kilo. See change.
Honestly,
Approach.
let me get this out of my
Beechcraft
way.
Alpha Sierra X-ray
Get
Golf
the
Sierra
landing gear.
Kilo. Is type Beechcraft King Air. To Tri-City. 20. Request flight.
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf C. Approach. Walk 17.
Squawk 7207. Craft Golf Sierra Kilo.
And we're up in the air this time.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo. Air contact 2 miles east of altimeter 299er tree.
Roger. Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
There's 81 we're flying over. Interstate 81. Now we're going to be heading straight west. Alright, let's get some stuff set up, hopefully. Let's see. Set up to go about 10,000. There you go. That'll be fun. All right. Now I think we're good. Still a little off course, but we can fix that. Not sure where all the stuff are on this thing. Gotta turn my lane lights off. All right. Flaps are still up, right? Yeah, okay. We'll make sure, because, you know, you never know right now of all the problems I've had with this so far. You just never know. What's great about these games, at least the last two games, this is real world weather. So this is what it actually looks like outside at this time. So all right. Look in on this so I can see what I'm doing here. Okay. This is going to take an hour. I don't know if it'll take a full hour to get there. If it gets close to taking an hour, or, I mean, it took us a little bit to get up off the ground, so may land in, like, Knoxville instead. Why are we diverting to the left?
Beechcraft Golf, Sierra Kilo.
No reason for us to divert to the left. Yeah, it says about an hour. We may land in, let's see. Cancel. We'll remove, yes. Now we're turning for no reason. Not sure why we're turning. It'll turn back the other way. Yep, there it goes. I guess it just went back to the airport. That's what I was trying to do. All right, let's see how long that one's going to take us. 20 minutes. I can do that. That's a little bit better. We'll land in old Knoxville. Nashville is just a little bit too far out of reach where we was wanting to go. Totally fine. Get us back on the track here. Hopefully. We'll see. It's turning awful far. Look through those clouds. I gotta remember which buttons were what. I set all this stuff up and I don't even remember. To be honest with you. And I can still read your comments, by the way, if you comment in. I guess I need to set up. Figure out what runway I'm landing on. Keyboard's not in the best place. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, we're flying at heading 206. Looks like 23 left and 23 right are going to be our best options. Go 23 left. Alright. Go ahead and get our I think it's all done on this. Is it all done on here? Huh. Don't look like it's done on there. Let's go over here. Okay. So we're gonna be okay. And about to cruising, but it looks like we're flying through some clouds right now. I don't know who this guy is, where he came from. We got a nav set up for I think that means it's in now. We're getting on the course here. And it looks like we'll be needing to be coming in about 3,500 when we get close. It's got about 17 minutes before we get there. Not bad. Not a bad little flight just to kind of hang out, surf the clouds. May go up a little bit just to get out of the top of them maybe. Get above the clouds just a tad bit. I don't think my brakes still work, by the way. At least they didn't when I was when we were landing. Or when I was having all that issues with me doing the Exorcist spin over and over again for no reason. Still have no idea what that was all about. We're going through a rain cloud or something.
Beechcraft, Sierra Echo. 10.
Last Alpha Sierra X Golf. Low. Code. Altimeter 2991. Your contact.
A lot of these small little airports that are like just a field somewhere. Yeah. I can get this stuff off. I'm gonna figure out how to get this stuff off the screen because I don't need it. Like when I got all my instruments right there in front of me. Don't need all those other instruments up on the screen. $13 till we get to where we need to be. 13 minutes. Let you enjoy the ride. 10 more minutes and we'll be there. Ten more minutes. Let's go ahead and get ourselves right here. Plus down just a tad bit. Come on down. Go check out the ground level. What do we say? As long as I'm above 5,000, I should be fine. As far as a height to cross anything, shouldn't be a problem. Let's see if I can get communication set up. There's Knoxville downtown. Not really where I'm looking for. Must be right outside the range or something, because I'm not seeing it pop up yet.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo contact Atlanta Center on 127.55. Midday.
Going to 127.55. Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo. Atlanta Center, Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo, 10,900. Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo, Atlanta Center, altimeter 29090. Radar contact continue.
Switching over then.
Knoxville Tower, Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo is tree 0 miles northeast, 10,400 with Alpha to land.
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo, Knoxville Tower. Altimeter 29086. Make straight and runway 2 tree right.
Fly straight and runway 2 tree right. Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
Well, it's always good to check with where they want me to go. All right. Just in case. So I don't know which one's the right one that's keyed in. We'll make sure both of them are keyed in that way. Oh, perfect. Course is set perfectly. 231. All right. Going through the clouds again. Ow. About 6 more minutes and we'll be where we need to be. Come through 9,000, going down to 8, or actually going down to 5 now. Getting closer. We almost there. We almost. See on our map here, we're getting pretty close to the spot we need to be at. And if I'm not mistaken, it's probably gonna be that little thing right there, right in front of us, right where that mouse was. And you can see that little lines moving up. We're getting ready to get closer to where we need to be, hopefully. Well, really cloudy over here. Really cloudy. Dixie's down here passed out beside me. She got tired of sleeping on the futon, I guess. Yeah. Don't know if that line's moving or not. Oh, it'll be a pink line will pop up. Not blue, pink. It'll be a pink line once we get the ILS frequency to kick in, hopefully. We'll get a little pink line will pop up somewhere around here. We about to touch down. See the airport right in front of me.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo. Wind 056 at 8. Clear to land runway 2 tree right.
Clear to land runway 2 tree right. Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
So I haven't got no navigation sounds in my ear. I don't know what's... There's a button I've just missed to hit. I mean, that's a possibility. And my volume's up. Gonna need a practice landing. We'll see. A little bit off to the left a little bit on this runway, but it'd be all right. We can bring her back. After all the mess ups and stuff we've had, you'd think probably going to crash right now. Probably what's going to happen. Oh, now navigation. I heard it in my ear. A little bit long.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo. Turn next taxiway.
Yeah, we landed pretty smoothly, actually. Not too bad. Now let's see if I can steer this thing now that we're on the ground. Wasn't too bad of a landing. Pretty smooth, pretty smooth. Brakes still don't work properly. I have to use my space bar for brakes.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo. Turn next taxiway.
Hey, I'm turning, buddy. I have to go all the way to the back end of this thing for some reason. Oh, well, that's when we go all the way down the end, but we'll just turn off this. Oh, it's actually letting me turn. Surprise, surprise.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo. Contact ground on 121.9er.
121.9er. Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
This ground don't have a handoff for me or something? That's weird. Let's go over here and park where the big boys are parked. I don't know. I mean, they're obviously not going to talk to me. All right, communication. You're no good. Pretty smooth landing, I have to say. It's pretty smooth. Not too bad. I've had worse. I just needed eyeballs on me. That's what it was. I needed the extra fear of being humiliated in front of all 6 people watching. Which will be about as many people can actually fly on this thing, so. Fuel station will work. I'm just going to park it right over here. I don't know where to park this thing. Ground doesn't operate, so. All right. I'm not sure on this how to turn everything off. Should be like a kill switch somewhere, but I'm not 100% sure. Or the engines. Thought they'd be like down here somewhere. What does this do? Oh, I can move the armrests? What? Wild. Huh. Never did put my taxi lights on, but oh well. Well, they were on. That's didn't turn. I had like one. I only had one landing lights on. We'll just say the other one was blown, right? The other landing light was off. They didn't check it. That's what it was. They didn't check the landing lights. Oh well, we're good. We landed it. We made it. Smooth landing. Not too bad. Better than the past few times we've done this. So I gotta be happy with that. Not too bad at all. Pretty smooth flight. Pretty smooth flight. Take that headset off here. All right. Whew. Close this game out. Not too bad. I was happy with that landing. I was happy. Very much so. I've had way worse landings before in the past, where, they obviously, destroyed my landing gear when I landed it. So that wasn't bad at all. I'm happy with that landing. Pretty smooth. I'll have to do a different flight next time, but landing in Knoxville, fun, different. Wish it was a little bit clearer day, so it looked a little bit better coming in, but was not bad at all. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me today. I want to hop off here. I got to go pick up some medication for Dixie Belle, and that needs to be done before they close because she don't have enough for tomorrow morning. And don't forget tomorrow, 12 or not 12, somewhere around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Could possibly be at 1. Watch the notifications for our channel to know that we'll be going live for our end of the month live stream with Andy and me here sitting on the futon, eating some different things. Who knows what he's going to bring? I never know what he's going to bring because that's just Andy in general. But I hope y'all have a good day. Lefty, thanks for hanging out today, buddy. And as always, I'll catch you next time. Let's get it. Can't close the stream.